Hello everyone and welcome back for another video. If you are new here, my name is Courtney and my twin sister Ashley and I share this YouTube channel together. So today's video for everyone is a tiny little makeover of my living room. We're going to go in and paint it, and we're also going to do the same thing with the entryway. We also in this video are going to hide away the cords that are hanging from not the refrigerator, the TV, and also for this speaker that he is taking down right now. I am going to show you a lot of the process just to show you guys that it is not done as fast and as quick and as easy as you may think it is and stuff like that. We did last Saturday, I did post a video of us painting our kitchen and the bathroom that we have downstairs as well. So feel free to check that video out as well. I go in and show you what paint we used and the rollers and the brushes and stuff like that. But we are going to go in with the name Comet Dust. I'm pretty sure it's from Sherwin Williams. And I think it was satin finish, I'm pretty sure. If you go back to last Saturday's video, it's in there, but I'm pretty sure it was the satin from Sherwin Williams Comet Dust. So if you're wondering, we're going to go in, take everything down like he just did. I'm going in now and filling in all the holes, which I'm going to do in the entryway as well. Filling in all those holes, we're going to be sanding them down. We're going to do also the trim for the windows, the baseboards, some of the stairs, and the doorway to the house as well. So if you're interested in seeing any of that, hopefully it gives you some motivation to jump on and get some little tiny projects done in your home as well. But I will pop in and out when needed. Let's get into painting this living room.
Getting tired of the waiting. You gotta wake me, open my eyes. Cause I'm feeling now we're fading. I'm in a daydream, show me the light. Getting tired of the waiting. You gotta wake me, open my eyes.
Pull on the shelf a little bit. Right up. There you go. Can't believe we made this. It looks so nice.
You're welcome for the idea.
Okay, thank you, Etsy.
It wasn't Etsy. It was straight my idea. I had to leave that little smart, oh goodness, that northern, the east side northern freaking accent coming out there. But anyways, so I left the smart comments back and forth to each other. So I wanted to just go a little deeper into that. So we did make that, what is that thing called? The coat hanger. We did make that. It was actually a front piece to my oldest daughter's dresser that she had for a while, and I was like, you know what, I like the way this wood looks. It matches like the theme in not our theme, but like the wood in our house, the whole wood stuff we have going on. And I was like, you know, why don't I just get some really cheap hangers from Amazon? Well, not too cheap, because I didn't want them to like be flimsy and like break. I was like, why don't I do that instead of having, you know, the coats thrown all over the house and on the couch and stuff like that. And instead of getting a stand-up coat hanger, why don't we do that? We save ourselves so much more money doing it this way. So we did that when we first moved into this house, and that was 3 years ago, and he loves it, and I'm happy that he loves it, and it's been holding up for 3 years now perfectly fine, and it's definitely something that we're going to be keeping. So we're not going to be getting rid of that. So also, you're probably also wondering why there's so many holes in my walls, and that's because if you watched last Saturday's video, this paint that we had in this house was just absolutely horrible. I don't even think they like primed it or anything like that. And anytime we would put anything like tape or decals on the walls, like wall decals, it would literally just rip up the paint completely, and it would just look very, very bad. So I would just use thumbtacks instead. Plus, I also had to rip up the surrounding areas from when I did have something sticky on there, just so that way the paint would go on nice and smooth and flat and you wouldn't be able to tell it was there, if you know what I mean. So, like I did also last video, like I said, last Saturday's video, this color it's not coming up, I don't think, in video as well. A few subscribers last week, or viewers, shall I say, last week said they could tell, but anyone new here, the color is more of like a tanny, taupey, I don't really know how to explain it, color. Here it doesn't look like that. As in, when you see it on the screen here, it kind of looks like it's like a cream with like a green hue, but it's not like that at all, and it makes the house feel.
It's a load-bearing wall.
What does that mean?
This wall right here.
You can't take it.
Remember how I said the house seemed bigger than 1,000 square feet? This is an old exterior wall. They added this, so this must have been something else. That's load-bearing, and that's an old beam.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, I can't go through that beam.
No, I'm just saying though.
Oh yeah, no, it's a 4x4. That's an old beam.
Okay, before I was talking about the color and everything like that, but 1 second, I just want to explain what he was saying. So here he was saying that the house was a lot smaller than what we first had known about it. Like, we knew there was an extension, but that was only for the downstairs bathroom. But I'm guessing years before that, this house was even smaller than that, and the wall ended there. So it must have been just like one of those, like, 1-bedroom, kitchen, living room area all in one, like a small, almost like a small apartment, but it was like a house. So it was like a standalone little tiny house. So that's what he's explaining there. Plus he was saying like, oh, we could take, you know, like the wall down if we wanted to and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't think it's like, anything too serious. I just figured I would throw it out there for anyone wondering or anything like that. I was, figured I would throw it in there for anyone. But anyways, like I was saying about the walls, it just made it feel very, very enclosed and dark. This house is on the smaller side. I'm not saying I have the smallest house or anything like that, but it's on the smaller side. So I wanted to go with something light, bright, and airy, and the comment dust was, I feel like, the perfect color to go with that. It's that white gray with a little tiny blue under hue. Sorry, you guys, everything's going crazy back here. Green blue under hue underneath it, and it really does truly make my house feel a little more modern and a brighter and a little bigger, honestly. It really does. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly explain that, but let's get back into fixing up this living room.
Down my cards, ready to play, yeah. It's all a game. Who's gonna pay up? Much at stake. What would you give up to change your fate? Like isn't made. Love face down, but you're not down for me. Downplay when I said that I'm wanting more, 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 more. What's it for? Keep score, but you keep me guessing. But I guess that you keep it on the low, 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 low. No, no, no. Are you ready for this? Come on, we could just go all in. Are you ready for this? Come on, we could just go all in. We could just go all in. We could just go all in. Loving you is a gamble. Loving you is a gamble. Oh, burning me like a candle. You could be such a handful. Oh, why you always bluffing? We could just shoot straight. You don't tell me nothing, but I'm still gon' wait. Yeah, loving you is a gamble. Loving you is a gamble. Oh. Shame to lose it 'cause I just couldn't hold them close enough. Yeah, my for this? Come on, we can just go all in. Are you ready for this? Come on, we can just go all in. We can just go all in. We can just go all in. Loving you is a gamble. Loving you is a gamble. Oh, burning me like a candle. You could be such a handful. Oh, why you always love it? We can just shoot straight. You don't tell me nothing, I'm still gon' wait. Yeah, loving you is a gamble. Loving you is a gamble. Oh, loving you is a gamble. Loving you is a gamble. Oh, burning me like a candle. You could be such a handful. Oh, why you always love it? We can just shoot straight. You don't tell me nothing, I'm still gon' wait. Yeah, loving you is a gamble. Loving you is a gamble. Oh,
If only we could paint that fast, we would be painting our whole places every other 2 weeks. Every other 2 weeks, you hear that? But it's not that fast. I'm showing you how the actual speed I was going in while painting these walls. It actually took us, I'm pretty sure, 6 hours, maybe even longer, just because, like, obviously we're home and we're painting. We do have children here, so stopping for lunch and whenever things would happen and everything like that. But it took us way longer to paint the living room and entry than it did the kitchen and bathroom. Maybe that's because there's more surface we had to touch in here, but we thought it was going to go faster just because it was more open and you just, throw the paint on. But it took us way longer to paint these two these two rooms than it did the kitchen and bathroom. I just thought it was so odd that it took so long. But anyways, we are almost done with the first coat. He's actually going in and doing the second coat. He, as in Matt, my fiance, if you guys are new here. And once I'm done with this wall, I'm going to show you guys how it's looking with the first coat, and then I'm letting that dry, and then I'm going to go in with the second coat. But I'm not going to show going in with the second coat. Here it is. I'm actually going to go in and show me doing the trim and the baseboards and stuff like that. I just didn't want to, repeat the same process all over again, make it very repetitive, because you've seen, just a whole bunch now of me painting the wall. So I figured I would not torture anybody and just go straight in with showing me painting the trim. And this is now my second time painting trim. When we painted the kitchen and bathroom, that was my first time, and I was so nervous the first time to go in and paint trim. Don't ask me why. It was just one of those things where I was just so nervous about it, just because I've never done it before. Nothing to be intimidated about. I don't know why. I mean, it's just paint, and obviously I'm wiping it up perfectly fine with the rag, but I didn't want to go in with any tape or anything like that. It just felt like it would take way too long than it would have been for me to just go in with the rag and clean it up and, call it a day. So I'm a very messy painter. If you haven't noticed that, I have it all over me, and I didn't wear socks or shoes this day, and it was all under my feet and everything like that. So yeah, anyways, let's get this trim done so we can finally finish up this living room and entry area.
Talk to me, wanna know why you believe that you're not my type. Truthfully, you'll be all mine, all mine, all mine. Talk to me, wanna know why you believe that you're not my type. Truthfully, you'll be all mine, all mine, all mine. I wanna put you in my pocket, take you everywhere I go, everywhere I go. I wanna put you in my pocket, take you everywhere I go, everywhere I go. you everywhere I go, everywhere I go. I wanna put you in my pocket, take you everywhere I go, everywhere I go.
Alrighty, you guys, so like I said earlier, we're only gonna do like the first 2 or 3 steps. We figured we wait to do the rest of the steps when we do the rest of the staircase. It goes really high in our staircase, so he has to get his super tall ladder, and it goes so high that it reaches, basically it matches up to the roof line, so it's really tall in there. Plus there's no light in there, so we're trying to think if we want to put like a chandelier or some type of bright light in there. For some reason, we have a light in the tiny hallway upstairs. The switch is down here and up there for it. I mean, can you see when you turn it on? Yeah, but it would have been a lot better if it was in the staircase than just in the little hallway. To me, that would have made more sense, if you know what I mean. Like, maybe put another switch for the light in the small hallway instead of just it in the hallway. I don't know, I just that part never made sense to me. We do have these motion censored lights that go onto our steps, so when you're going down the stairs so you can see at night and everything. Absolutely love those things. Battery operated though, but we've been here for 3 years, and I think we've only changed the battery not even like 5 times in those. So anyways, enough about that. We're gonna finish the rest of the steps when we get to the ceiling and the sides of the staircase, so that way if any paint does get on the steps, I can wipe all of that off and then do the rest of the steps instead of like the ladder smudging in it or our feet smudging in it or anything like that. So just made more sense to do that. But now that we did the entry doorway and the trim in the entry area, we're just gonna hit this little staircase trim, and then we're gonna go in, put the coat rack back up, furniture back in the room. Oh, here's an overview of the 2 coats of paint and the trim all done. Just wanted to show you guys what it looked like without any furniture in it. But yeah, we're gonna go in, put everything back, and I'm gonna give you an overview with everything back inside the room. Now, I don't have curtains yet that I want to put in here. Being very picky. As of right now, honestly, I'm loving it without the curtains. I haven't had the curtains back up in probably 2 or 3 months, and I like it that way. I feel like when I put curtains in this room, no matter what they are, it feels way too closed off. But yeah, we do have a lot more decorating and everything like that to do, but with a very small budget. So we're working with what we got. That's why it wasn't a huge $1,000 transformation type of room. I didn't get new decor, new furniture, anything like that. It's more realistic to our budget and the way we roll in this family. So I feel like this type of makeover, even though it's not really a makeover, is more relatable to a lot more people. So yeah, hopefully you guys still liked it. Hopefully it still gave you some motivation. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're enjoying this type of content. But let's get everything back in this room so I can give you an overview of what it looks like with everything that I did put back in, because I didn't put everything that I did have in here back in this room. Oh, look. No wires are going to be coming up, and I'm so excited about that. I hated having those wires down. But yeah, there's a lot of pieces that went on the walls that I did not put back in this room. So anyways, let's get into some before shots to remind you of what we were working with and some after shots. But basically, you guys have reached the end of today's video. Again, we appreciate it so much that you came here, took time out of your day, and watched our video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any more content. Like this video, share it around, comment, anything will do, you guys. Thank you again so much, but until next Saturday, Bye.
Green eyes caught staring at the high life, wishing you could be like them. They got the fast cars and diamonds on the high rise, always looking like a 10. Yeah, the first class always gotten everything they wanted. Turns out they're lonely just the same. So tell me why you wanna live that kind of life. You want your name in flashing lights, you wanna chase that shallow high. Oh, oh, oh. Tell me why you wanna sell yourself a lie, 'cause in the end you'll realize it's gonna leave you cold.